Right, today is the 24th of July, 2025. Crazy revision with Kel, review of the Bitcoin and Ethereum market. Now, recently we talked about the stable coin, and what is stable coin? It is actually the US dollar, actually. But the thing is that what is compromised is that it basically is a subset of the US Treasury. So which means itself, right? The US Treasuries, the money that is in the stable coin right now, is going to be moved to the purchasing of the US Treasury to so-called stabilize the coin. And this is a very genius move, right? That's why they have this genius act right now, is to basically find ways to support the US treasuries. And because of that, right, this money that is now being utilized is going to basically hold the market. And that's why right now you can see that Bitcoin, especially Ethereum, is doing very well right now. Of course, the next one, they are speculating with XRP and so forth. But nonetheless, all right, it's very clear that the day when I say that the Bitcoin will go to 130,000, it's not just off the air. I already show you how I did it. And I also tell you that why am I so confident of this. So we're going to do it very shortly. But then because of that, right, I've been asked the same question again. So why the stock market is going up? Well, because the crypto market is going up. So the question will come in, if there's something do happen to the security of stablecoin, or if there's going to be any form of mishap in the crypto market, wow, that will be a very massive problem for the entire financial market. Okay, so until that day comes, if not, just stay on the long side, right? If the day comes, all right, you must understand that there will be an upheaval. There'll be a huge percentage of losses. Then after that, we're going to see the market bottom up again. They'll rewind, find certain way, put in more rules, and tighten up the rules so that again they continue. All right, so that is my personal take on the stable coin. If you don't know what stable coin, you can read it up and you can actually have, there's a lot of way of explaining this, but in short itself is how US utilize the crypto world to basically save the day. Okay. All right, so let's go into the Bitcoin market now. Again, disclaimer apply as usual. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. All right, guys, this is the Bitcoin chart. Let's go back a little bit back then, okay? Now, this is Bitcoin. As you can see, the chart is having very, very bullish ever since from 74,000 all the way. It went up now to 120,000. So it's up by $50,000. All right. So one thing to note, everybody, is that I said before in a bull market, okay, in a bull market, watch out for KCX. Now, what's KCX? KEL'S cyclical extremity or extreme, all right? So it's where the KSCX turns green in color. Now, let's take a look here itself. This is where it turns green. This is where it turns green. This is where it turns green. Can you see that? Now, when the extremity turns green, that is the time for you to watch out for buy signal. So now we take it into Strive and put a line at the point whereby we have the extremity. Can you see it? Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. All right, can you see that now? Now, one thing to note, do you notice this? On the day where you have the KCX blinking at the most extreme, did you notice something very interesting? Is that this, on the day that have the extremity, will usually not be the lowest point. I repeat again, the one that have the extremity may not be the point that is the lowest at that moment. Take a look, everyone. Okay, I'm going to bring it bigger. Do you notice that on this day where the KCX turns green, this is the closing price of the day, right? But you notice that the market went lower after that. So which means that on the day that you see extremity in a bull market, I repeat, it must be a bull market, right? The market will still have the type of whipsaw whereby it will slam and start to slice all those stop loss that usually people will put. And when that stop loss get triggered, everybody will get themselves stop loss, and that is where we will come in to buy. And of course, you can see that when the boys are buying, it's usually the market bottom. All right. So you may say that, Kel, this is just lucky, one shot lucky, and that's is it going to happen again? Oh well, apparently about 2 months later, where crypto basically goes all the way up from the high of 76,000, 79,000, sorry, went all the way to 111,000, right? And everybody was very, very bullish. Suddenly the market collapsed, right? Down by about 5-6%. Now, everyone take a look. Do you notice this? It happens again. The Bitcoin slam dunk, the worst sell off, triggering loads of stop loss. But instantly, the next day, the market went up almost like that. Okay? It's incredible, right? Quite cool, right? So, of course, maybe you say, this is just lucky again. Okay, fine. As usual, we have the thing here. Where got KCX? You say, hold on a minute, my friend. Bring it up. Bring it up. Now, can you see it right now? Okay, so let's say you don't know that this guy is blinking and you think that this guy should be the KCX, right? If you think so, do you see this guy blinking? No, right? You don't see this guy blinking. Let me bring this down again for you, yeah? If let's say now we clear this away and then I bring it down to a normal situation where if you don't think you can see the thing blinking here, if you want to know, is that KCX in front of you, right? Just check the one nearest to you on the right side. Now, if this guy is not blinking, that means there's someone else that is a KCX that's blinking on that side. It's so simple as that. You just have to be more creative in your understanding. Okay, so let's try again. We have the KCX right now blinking. Now let's take a look at the market. Again, you see that the Bitcoin was here. It slammed down, lost more than 10,000. And then after that, the market immediately next day rebounded and the whole thing just go all the way up. So don't ask me this question. The next time, if you see the market do come down and the KCX turns green in color, you know that the next 2-3 days, you need to watch the market, especially the OP price. It's so simple, right? It's still so simple. You don't need to care what happened that day when the market is selling down. They'll give you a lot of reason. The day that the market come down, they'll tell you a lot of reason. You just have to ignore them, trade the OP rule, and you are very, very safe. All clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now. All right, thank you very much. So next time you know when the KCX do come out, do utilize it, yeah? Okay, now the second reason why I was very bullish with Bitcoin was definitely my KSI, definitely for sure. So let's take a look again on the KSI. So you can see that when this guy was going up, the boys were buying. Agree? Okay. But when the boys were selling, you can see that the Bitcoin went sideways. Now, this is a very interesting formation. So what is going to happen is this. That's why when the boys start to resume to buy again, you can see almost instantly the Bitcoin move. So when after that, when the Bitcoin again goes sideways, the KSI turns red. So again and again, this tells me that, okay, the boys try to sell, but the seller's not coming in. So that means when the boys are selling, right, every time they try to sell, the market just refuses to come down. So that means that there's a very strong underlying strength in the market. And that's why I came out a video and I said that the Bitcoin will go to 130,000, right? I said that in a video. It went to 122,000. We are 8,000 points away. And again, it's simply spot on. So now why am I still bullish on Bitcoin? It's very clear. Again, right? The boys are selling pretty strongly this time. But do you see the price going up? Nope. The price is still going sideways. So now the boys are buying. Okay, so they can see the crypto Bitcoin is going up. Now, the only thing is this. If you look carefully again, whenever the boys were selling, then they turn to buying, the market reaction is rather instant, right? Very strong. Poof, it'll fly up. But this time round, right, we have a bit of issue here. The market seems to be having a little bit of hiccup over here. So that's why I'm going to be very upfront with you guys. Okay, please take it down. I believe that if the market can stay above OP, it will be going to 120,000. That's how I take it for today. But if the market stays below OP or the suddenly sell off, right, which I think you should put a sell stop, then 120 115, all right, will likely be traded once the market pulls. So upside itself is about 1,200 points. Downside is about nearly 3,800 points. But of course, the main thing is this: you have to follow the OP rule. All right, all clear? If all clear, press number 4 right now. Okay. And the next one was the diamond. Now we have a very nice diamond formation over here. Now take a look, everybody. Now I met you guys in Singapore, Malaysia, and even Vietnam. And I show you the chart so many times since March, April, May, June, the same thing, right? So let's take a look over this particular diamond here itself, okay? Now this is a stacked diamond, right? Okay, done. Now, do you notice that if I put a line across it at the closing price, again, the same thing happened, yeah? Again, the same thing happened, all right, whereby the market basically stays above the line. It's crazy. I mean, the thing is this. I mean, as a trader, we all know that when the market goes up above a resistance, fine, it became resistant. But when it pull back, we also know that you turn as a support. But you look at it here and look at the KSI. Do you see my point now? Right, that means that these few days will just basically sideways for accumulation. And when the market is ready, with the boys are buying, and then that is where the price goes up. So again, if you look at it one more time, there is a 4 diamond over here, which is represented by this guy. Now, at the time itself, it was really at the high level. A lot of people are very worried, but I say no, it will go higher because we follow the line rule and we follow the KSI. The market continue to blast up. Got it? Right, pretty simple, right? Very easy to understand this. So right now, at the moment, there's no new diamonds here. So the new diamond is still the guy hanging on this. All right, so this is the one that's holding on the base right now. We have a very strong consolidation. So usually this is going to be like this, but of course it also can go like this. So if you want, let me know. This is my target for you guys, and this is the target for the downside. All right, all clear? If all clear, press number 5 right now. Now, today I'm doing bell revision because I really want you guys to really make money from the market. I still believe that gold, silver, Bitcoin will be the biggest bull. Now, though S&P is a bull right now, I know they are just a bull right now, but at the valuation itself, I really don't think I should be entering the market. Seriously, I don't want to become the man or the boy who hold the eggs for others. Yeah, doesn't make sense. All right, let's look at Ethereum. So if you understand what I just said on the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, be very easy to understand. Yeah. So Ethereum, let's go. So same thing again. If you don't see the diamond, don't panic. Right click, refresh, it will come out. Okay, all right. So let's go through the motion again. Do you see the KCX? Yes. Do you see the KCX? Yes. So you see my point? Okay, so KCX done. The next thing is it will be the KSI, right? The KSI was when it's buying. Yes, the boys are buying. But when the boys are selling, it went sideways. So when boys resume buying, it shoot up. So sitting again now, the boys are not doing anything. They can be quiet. All right, just waiting for the opportunity to arrive. Okay, so this is my view on the upside. Now, if something wrong with the companies or there's something wrong with the cryptocurrency market, like say a hacker coming in, then this can be a very, very drastic move and it can come all the way to 101,000 just to potentially ask for a lot of things, all right? So guys, this is the reason why I am confident in Bitcoin. And of course, the diamond formation, KSI formation and so everything looks good. So as long as the Genius Act is not affected, I believe that the market will go higher. All right, guys. So Ethereum, how high can it be going, right? So that's the thing here that everybody asking for. You can see over here, the same thing over here, the same formation, the same extremity. So Ethereum right now is going all the way up to the high of 3,800. And the thing is this, we can see there's some pullback right now. So that's why the last few days, so also sell Ethereum. If you had to get out and take some profit, right? I told you guys. So one thing to note is that whenever the Bitcoin market sell first, the stock market usually follow. Yeah. So let's take note of that. So Ethereum wise, now the thing is this, there is no new diamonds at the moment. So that's really a bit difficult for me to give you a guess. But I think that now if Ethereum is to much higher, we're going to see not 4,000, we'll see about 4,400 by December 2025. Okay, 4,400 by December 2025. But at the moment right now, the KSI is red, so there's nothing much you to do. But of course, this morning you can buy on above OP, you can buy, but just buy small and then let it run. Okay, so the upside has been given to you. You make a choice and a decision, and we'll talk about the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is 118,000. We are looking at 130,000 by December 2025. Right? Then now this is a Bitcoin. Write it down for you. Now, if Ethereum current price is 3,600, looking to increase it to 4,400 by end of this December 2025. Okay, any earlier or same. Okay, all right, guys, that will be all for today's sharing. Hope you like today's sharing on the whole thing here. Remember the 3 rules: the KCX, the KSIs. Okay, and of course, the last part is the diamonds. Okay, have trust in diamond. They should be able to assist you very nicely. All right, guys, thank you very much. Take care, and that will be end for today's session. Bye bye.